Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a makeup favorites and fails for November 2022. It is now December. I am trying my best to do the Vlogmas and I'm having a hard time thinking of ideas for like all 25 days. So you can leave me some down below if you want to see anything in particular. But today we're going to be doing a makeup favorites and fails for November. November I feel like I tried a bunch of things, but it also feels like I didn't try a bunch of things. Like I did a video where I like ranked all my newest palettes, so I'm not going to talk about too many palettes today. I'm going to talk about a few, but the rest of it is just things I've tried and I don't think I've talked about on camera too much. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about today. We have more fails than usual this time, honestly, which I hate to say because usually it's like 1 or 2 fails. This time it's like 4, I think, but let's get started regardless. Before we do, dive right in though, I do want to give a quick shout out to my small business, theopencrypt.com. It's where my Whimsigoth eyelashes are from today. They're really pretty. I love these because they're like light and flary, but they're still like long. And then also my guillotine earrings are from my shop as well. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link down below. I'd appreciate it. I did launch a bunch of new things recently, and there's no more restocks of the holiday collection. Once I'm sold out, the holiday collection is gone forever. So check it out. There's a bunch of items, and yeah, thank you again. So let's get started with the makeup favorites and fails. I'm not going to do these in any particular order. I'm just going to reach for them as I see them, and that's how we're going to do it. So the first thing I want to start off is like what's on my face. So let's do that. I have lipstick on right now. This is the color Wicked from Lime Crime. Now if you saw my Ulta haul, I got a trio of these Lime Crime liquid lipsticks. There's a purple one and that was fine. And then there's this one which is like a dark red. It's fine. It's not my favorite in the world because it does kind of crumble when you eat in the inner ring of your lips. But it's not bad and it's pretty. And then there's also this one in this trio. Blood Moon. You think they look kind of similar, right? This one's obviously a little darker. This is so bad, you guys. Again, if you saw the Ulta video, you already know my thoughts on it. I feel like 2 out of the 3 from the trio are really pretty. Like this one's really pretty. Love the color, even though it's not my favorite formula in the world, it's fine. And then there's this one. And Blood Moon is a terrible, terrible color. When you guys commented on that video and said that you did a Lime Crime hair color order and you got a free gift of purchase, and you got the whole trio for free. So for free, 2 out of the 3 being good is nice, but if you're paying for it, this is a disaster. It wants to like cling to certain parts and it wants to bleed, and somehow it's still streaky no matter how much you finesse over it. And it clumping and kind of bleeding in certain areas around my mouth is just a no-go. I despise this color. So next time we do a lip declutter, it's the first thing that's gonna go. But the other 2 are lovely. So I'm kind of like, it's okay. Lime Crime liquid lipstick formula. But I'm iffy about reordering them again if one of them could possibly be this bad from a trio. I only have one other lip thing, so we'll go ahead and talk about that. And it is the Ofra Green Screen liquid lipstick. It's actually in the color Green Screen. So I did a whole video where I tried this whole thing where you're supposed to put this on your lips and it's supposed to be like a green screen. You can put any background you want behind it. It didn't work. We tried it on like lips, we tried it on phone apps, we tried it on computer software. It's not the right green to be detected by a green screen. I do like it. I like Ofra's liquid lipstick formula. I like it as just a fun green color. To wear it as a green color is just fun, and I kind of like that. But as for the effects of it being a green screen, it didn't do it. So there's that. See, okay, you guys, okay, remember I did the U wig video, right? I'm wearing it. You can't tell. And then I feel like it just looks like my hair is short because the blonde stops right here. Like that's my actual hair length, but it stops right here. But the wig goes down so much farther. I feel like if I dyed all this black, I might miss the blonde because I like the contrast. But I feel like when I wear the hair, you would see that the hair goes longer than it, because like it stops right here otherwise. Like, it looks like, I don't know. Sidetrack. Okay, let's get back on track. Let's talk about other things on my face today. So let's talk about the ScoobyDoo Collection because I'm wearing, can we even tell? I'm wearing the highlighter. So the ScoobyDoo Collection with Glam Light, they were nice enough to send it to me and I'm very grateful for it, but I do want to be honest with you guys when I give reviews of products. So I did do a look with both palettes. There's 2 videos of me doing looks with both palettes. I love the green one. I love this one. This one's very nice. It did get kind of like a squishy, smushy pan in some of the shimmers, which makes it a little more difficult to pick up with a flat brush for a shimmer, but it's really, really pretty. I really enjoyed it. It was nice. So that green palette was good. The purple one was not my favorite, so I'm not gonna go over that one. And then we have the highlighter duo, which I love the Scooby-Doo theme, so I'm kind of a sucker for this packaging. And then here it is on the front, or on the top, we have more of a like pink, and then on the bottom we have more of a yellow. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's just a little highlighter duo. It's very glittery, and I'm not opposed to glittery highlighters. I feel like I need a certain situation where I like a glittery highlighter. I'm not really a big glitter person, even though I want to like glitter more on my eyes. But when I do wear glittery highlighter, it has to be a whole moment. I wish there was a little more base pigment to it. Like, there's some sparkle right here on my cheek, but without any base pigment to it, it's just like a glitter rubbing on my face and there's nothing else. If it has like a good base, like it has like a white or a pink or something base to it that's gonna sit on my skin, not just sparkle on my skin, it makes it nicer to highlight the rest of my face with. Like, I'll put the glitter just on my cheeks, but I need to put a regular highlight down my nose, on my cupid's bow, on my chin a little bit, because just having glitter in these places doesn't do the highlighting effect that I want. But for what it is pretty, and I have been wearing it, but usually I just stack. I'll use like an ochre highlighter with a good base on it, and then I'll put a little bit of the glam light over it, just because I want a little more I wanted the more highlight. I know it's not like the look to have like blinding highlighters these days, but I don't care. It's what I like. Okay. It's what I like. I don't care. One thing I hated from the collection, though. I'm sorry, glam light. The mascara. The name mascara iconic. Like, they should trademark that, and like, I would buy from a brand called mascara, like spooky themed makeup. Are you kidding me? I love that. And it has little bats on it, and it's a black mascara, and the tube's nice and clean and smooth. It's nice, right? I hate the mascara. I hate the mascara. It did nothing for me. My lashes weren't very black. They weren't very long. They weren't very thickened by the mascara. I've had bad luck with mascaras lately, and it started with this one. I don't like it at all. I'm sorry. It's not that great. And then also the eyeliner from the collection is just kind of like, It's not fantastic. I do like how fine of a tip it is, but it's not black enough for me. I feel like it makes a really nice crispy thin line with the tube or the wand and everything. But then I want to go over it with a different liner that's darker. Next up for things on my face, a favorite is my Whimsical lashes. Self-promotion again. Okay, I just really like these. Like, I restocked Haunted and Akasha this month as well. But Whimsical really does it for me on days where I don't want my eyes to look super heavy, you know? I hope that makes sense. But next up on my face, I want to talk about the new things from Collidos, which, let me show you. Okay, this is their contouring stuff, right? Let me show you their old contour thing that I had. So this is their original contour thing. It's called Charisma Contour Palettes. This has been discontinued because they replaced it with our new formula. I hit pan on all of this. I panned pretty much both contour shades, and I haven't got rid of it because I feel like there's still a little bit left I could use. So when I heard they were launching a new contour product, I was here for it. And again, it's a trio, which I liked, and they also launched these little things on the side. So this is the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio in Light. Also, medium looked like it might have worked for my skin tone. Like, I could go into it very lightly. Medium looked like it would have worked, but it looks a little warm. So we went with light because I'm fair. So here. It doesn't look, oh my God, it's a contour palette, right? It's not gonna be like, oh my God, that's stunning, amazing. I so love it though. I love the metal packaging. I think it's nice. It's a metal packaging without being one of those things that's gonna show every single fingerprint in the world, which I don't like. This is so good. Now I will say this shade's a little warm, so when I use this shade, I really do it to kind of mask my double chin. I'll like do my shading under here a little bit warmer because, well, I'm more tan on like my arms and shoulders and everything, so it's okay to have a little bit of warmer color. And then I use this for my cheeks. It's a subtle contour when you want it to be. Like, that looks really nice to me. She looks really nice, but contour. It's sandy, it's cool toned, which is like my favorite thing in a contour that you can't always find. Same thing with this one. When I panned it, it's because it's the right color. I'm so tired of contours always being warm, and they don't need to be, because I'm not looking for a bronzer, I'm looking for a contour. This hits every mark for me perfectly. Also, this shade is just a matte powder, so you can use it to underneath your jaw, like just carve out with, I take a wet sponge, like I'll set my under eyes with powder using my sponge, right? And then I'll take a swipe of this in my sponge and I'll go underneath my contour to really crisp it up sometimes when I feel like it's not sharp enough. It's really good for highlighting. You can also use this powder to set under your under eyes too, because again, I'm someone who doesn't want my face to fade through the day. I want to lock it down and be done for it all day. I don't want to retouch my face up. So setting my under eyes with powder on a sponge is perfect for that. You can use that shade for that or any highlighting points. I love it. I'm gonna pan this thing. I swear I'm gonna pan this thing. If there's a good contour shade, you guys, I'm gonna use it up, okay? People are like, oh, well, you do simple makeup these days. We don't need to contour. Maybe you don't, but I got a round face. I just gotta do what I gotta do. So that's something I love. Now, this other thing I don't understand from them is what also came out in the collection. I have to say I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't get it. So this is the Kaleidos Symphony Face Illuminator in Light. Now, when I heard illuminator, I thought it was gonna be a highlight. It's not. It is a soft matte powder. It's just like the last shade in the contour palette. It's just a soft matte. Let me swatch it for you. It's just a soft matte powder. It's a nice powder. It's very soft and creamy feeling, but it's not an illuminator. Now, same thing I said, you can like use it, the light shade in this palette, the bigger palette, to use it to underneath your cheeks and everything. I've tried to use it for that, but I'm like, why do I need this separate when it's in my trio already? It doesn't feel like an illuminator. I don't know the purpose of this if you got this. Like, I guess if you didn't get this and you just wanted a face powder, I don't know. I feel like Kaleidos, it takes so long to get in the mail. I wouldn't purchase this face powder. I would just get one in store. Or just get in the trio. Like, it's the same thing it's this shade in the trio. I don't understand why they launched them separately. Like, I would buy the contour by itself, but I wouldn't buy the regular beige powder by itself. Okay, next up for things on my face. I tried to do this. I try when I do my monthly favorites and fails to be wearing stuff so you could kind of see it, I guess. So this blush I've been loving this month is from Sigma. It is the blush in Berry Love. It's kind of like a light pink, but it's matte. I usually tend to go towards more shimmery blushes, right? I know it's not everybody's thing, but I like a shimmery blush because it kind of just goes into my highlight area. But this is a matte blush I've been really loving. It's Berry Love because it's pink, right? Like, which is what I go for in a blush, even though I want to get into purple blush. It's pink, but it's not in my face pink. It's easy to just lightly tap into the brush and have a nice blush moment, be very subtle, or you can go a little heavier if you want a little real strong blush. This is perfect for days when I want to feel cute, and I'll put like a little bit under my nose and it makes my nose look a little more buttony. It's precious. It's a good solid blush, you guys. It's solid. Is it anything to be like, oh my god, this is my favorite blush of all time, you need it? No, but if you're looking for a solid, reliable blush, like that's that. Alright, next up we have a palette. I just did a 2 Looks 1 palette review of this palette. Word palette's coming up a lot here, and it's from Jaclyn Cosmetics or Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. Again, I don't know which name she's going with. This is the Luxe Legacy Eyeshadow palette. Complaint number 1, look how torn up this is. It literally just sitting on my desk for a couple days, not moving, just waiting for me to use it, and then I used it twice, and then I just set it gently on top of a drawer, and it's already scratched to hell. And I don't understand, like, is this like the cheapest palette material ever made? Because I don't know why it's so scratched up like this. Not really the point of the review, but I like my palettes to look nice for as long as possible, and I just got this. But anyways, if you saw that review, you know how I feel about it. I've used it twice since filming those 2 looks for you. I don't like it. I wanted to love it like I bought it, right? It was originally priced $49. I got it for $24.50 on Ulta's Black Friday sale. So it's my eye look today. It looks nice, right? This palette fades so much. Now, if you saw my second look from that video, I did a green look. And I really packed on the pigment with a flat packing brush. And I really packed it on nice and dark and green. By the end of the video, you can kind of see that that dark green matte that I packed on the inner and outer portion of my eye was pretty faded. The mattes don't last. They're not long lasting. I will say when I do a simple look like this, I'm not going for like bold impact pigment. It looks fine. But the shadows fade and the shimmers are nothing to write home about. The silver is the prettiest of the silver is the prettiest of the shimmers. But these other shades are shimmers, and yeah, this one and this row are shimmers. They're nothing to write home about. They're very subtle. They're very subdued. I know people are always rooting for Jaclyn, but it doesn't make her products good. I've had good experiences with some Jaclyn products. When we got that first mystery box of her like original Jaclyn lunch, and they did a Valentine's Day box, and I purchased it to really try her brand. There were some good things in that. This from her brand though, isn't it? It's definitely not worth $49, and I don't even think it was worth the $24.50, even though I do enjoy the color scheme, and I'll probably continue to wear it for subtle eye look days where it doesn't matter if my eyeshadow was banging, but I don't love it. All right, so that's what's on my face. Let's talk about 2 mascara fails that I have. One is worse than the other. So firstly, I am wearing this mascara today. It is the Buxom Blackest Black mascara. This is the first thing I've tried from Buxom that I can even recall, and I was hoping for good experiences because I know it's on the higher end of like the Ulta stores and everything. So let's zoom in on my beautiful Whimsicoth lashes and my bottom lashes for the mascara. They're clearly mascara on them and they're separated, but I don't find them very thick or impactful or very bold or very dark. It just kind of lackluster. The only thing I can say positive about the Buxom mascara is that it does separate my lashes decently well. And then the mascara I have no redeeming qualities about is this Milk Rise mascara. We just got this in an Ipsy little mini glam bag. It's the driest, most pathetic thing in the world. I tried to like it. I don't. At all. Like, it's the worst mascara I think I may have ever tried. Yeah, it's probably the worst mascara I can recall within recent history. She dry, she crusty, she don't do anything for me. Okay, on a positive note, there's a lot of negativity in this video, and I'm sorry. On a positive note, Colourpop came out with these things I didn't need. They came out with these little trios, right? It's like color your mood or something. You came out with these little trios. It comes with mascaras and an eyeliner, and it kind of goes with their main hair event theme because they have hair products now. These are the 3 that I was drawn towards. I'm actually using this little quad right now as my eyebrow color. I don't really use eyebrow products anymore. I just use eyeshadow on a brow brush to do my eyebrows, and it works out pretty well, so I'm using this black matte. This one is nickel and dimed. I love these little quads. Did I need them? No. Do I love them? Yes, I do. Because like I don't need 100 shades to do an eye look, right? These are really easy for storage. This one is Chestnuts About You. So pretty. I used this in a Get Ready With Me last week. So pretty. If you're traveling and you need a little color scheme to match your, like, if you have pink hair or something, look how precious. This is the peach one. Peaches and Dreams. These are precious. It's just enough shades to make a beautiful look or two. I love them. Sometimes when I get little quads and little palettes, I forget to use them, which I feel like eventually I may forget I have these when I get newer big palettes in. But as of right now, I'm thoroughly enjoying them. They're so cute and affordable. Like, I feel like if you get a little quad and use it a decent amount of times, like, at least you didn't waste the same amount of money you would using a big palette that same amount of times. Next up, as a favorite, I got this in a subscription box. I think it was BoxyCharm last month, like the Boxy Luxe. This is the Shades by San Francisco, the setting spray. We got this in a subscription box. Shades by San has like a popular serum or something. I remember this name from something before. This setting spray is solid. It's reliable. It's not super matte. It's not super dewy. Steady, consistent setting spray. It works for me. I like the packaging with the gold and the gray. I think it's really pretty. And the fact that it's just like a reliable, like it's gonna do its job setting spray is all you need to know. Yeah, I don't have to be like, oh my god, it's the most amazing setting spray in the world. I don't have to do that. It does what it's supposed to do. I'm happy with it. And lastly, I'm getting it with a fail. I don't think these are just for me. I just feel like they make my eyes look so small. They're not big enough width-wise. They don't go out wide enough for me. These are the Kiss Sister Nature Vegan Mink Lashes. Here they are. I tried to like them because I like how they have like little flares and then like little pieces in between. I like that because I like Kiss's lashes usually. Kiss has amazing lashes and there's several pairs I have. I haven't even got to try on yet because I just really like the style. These are not it. I don't know. I just feel like, okay, so they don't come out, like the band doesn't come out wide enough for me. Yeah. I just didn't like how it looked on my eye. It made my eye look very short. And I want lashes that kind of bring my eye, they bring my eyes out and up and open, more awake and lively, and I just didn't do it. I do have another pair from the same Sister Nature line that I do enjoy more. This style in particular, the Storm style, didn't care for. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like there was a lot of negatives in this video, and I apologize. But let's just get ready for the negatives of the year coming out soon, where I tell you the worst products of the year. I don't think there's that many that come to mind like straight offhand. There's one product I know is absolutely the worst, and that comes to mind. But yeah, I feel like that's going to be the most negative video. I'm sorry about this one, but you know, not everything's going to work out. Most months I have good stuff, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know your favorite product you've been using this month. Link down below, as well as any video suggestions you have for Vlogmas. Try my best to keep up with it while recovering stuff for my small business that got corrupted on a hard drive and all that fiasco. But thank you so much. I hope you guys have a lovely day and stay safe out there. Okay, bye.